Hi everyone, this is Tiffany with Raising House and Home, and we are under another ice storm. It seems like whenever I video our grocery hauls this past couple weeks, we've been under some kind of bad weather. So you may hear it hitting my windows, but it's not rain, it's definitely ice. I am so excited to share with you this haul because I got a few different things and they were having a really good sale on many items, and I didn't need a whole lot because my freezer and pantry are pretty full. So I did just get the stuff that was on sale. So I did an online order, and then while I was waiting for them, I ran inside real quick to check out what they had in the 50% off section. So I was able to get a few things there as well that I added with my totals. And if you are interested in seeing the menu plan for this week, it'll be at the end of this video. I got quite a few responses. Most of them seem like they wanted to have the meal plan included in the grocery haul. So I think what I'm going to do is, while I am doing smaller grocery hauls, as I clean out my pantry, I will do the meal plans. But when I do the bigger grocery hauls, the video might get a little bit long. So I will separate them to have a separate menu plan video, and then my big grocery haul will be separate. While I'm not buying that much right now, I think it will be helpful for everyone to see the meal plan in this grocery haul. So let's get started. First, you guys have been looking at these while I've been talking. I think you know what these are. So I got some plain chips, some tortilla chips, and these have already been opened, but some honey barbecue potato chips. And I got these two for the Super Bowl party that is coming up. These were on a really good sale, and they're pretty big bags, and they're cheaper than Walmart. So I grabbed two of those to put away, and these I bought for my husband to take to work in little baggies. And then behind us, I bought 2 boxes of Frosted Flakes and 2 boxes of mini wheats. And my kids have started another kick on cereal. I just said a few weeks ago that we hadn't been eating that much cereal, and now all of a sudden they're into cereal again. So I'm making sure that I have some on hand. And then over here, I got 2 things of ice cream, which we don't really like ice cream that much. We'll eat it once in a while, but this sale was so good that I thought I will get 2 of them, and because that was a limit, you could only get 2. And I'll put it in my deep freezer, so we'll have it for those once in a while times that we're like, hey, we'd like to have some ice cream. And this will last even into summer, so if we don't eat it this winter, we'll have 2 of them in the freezer that we can open for summertime. And I got a head of lettuce. I'm going to make some salad for lunches and probably for 1 or 2 meal side dishes for our suppers or dinners. I got some mushrooms. I usually don't buy these because only like 1 or 2 people in the family like them. But when they have this sale that they had this week, I do buy some, and it's a nice little treat for them. And then I got more beef roast. They keep having beef roast on sale. I'm not sure why, but I'm enjoying it. So here's one that I'm going to cook this week. And then I had to freeze this one because I am not going to use it this week. So that's going to be put away for another time. And those were a really good sale. That price is not what I paid. I'll show you at the end my receipt, and you can see what the prices were. And then I got 2 2-pound bags of carrots. Again, really good sale, and I like to stock up when they do that. 2 3-pound bags of yellow onions. I've been making things with more onions lately. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that a lot of my family members don't like onions, but they do like the flavor. So I've just been like cooking them and then taking them out, and then those who like onions can add them back in. And it seems to be working out really good. And I had researched the benefits of onions, and there are so many benefits, and they're so cheap and easy to store, and they last for a long time. So I'm trying to incorporate them more into our food budget and our food plan. And so then when I went back in, I noticed they had a whole cart of these, and you can see these have been broken into already. And these were all 50% off. I don't normally buy these Pop-Tarts, but I thought that would be a really good deal. And I'll show you, like this one doesn't expire until 2023. So I don't know why they were half off. They had a whole bunch, but I only got 3 of each. And my kids really like these pretzel ones, and I did have some, and they're pretty good. And then I went to their 50% off bread section, and my son really likes these, and I like them to put like a little bit of butter on them. They're already pre-sliced Italian bread for meals, like on the side, especially if we're having like a stew or anything like that. This is nice to have already pre-sliced. And then I got this 50% off garlic bread. I am going to make lasagna this week, so this is nice to have on the side. I didn't get a whole lot, I really didn't, but I've got breakfast, some snacks, some stuff for the Super Bowl. I got some side dish bread. I got some vegetables, and these are going to last me for a little while. These will last me for a little while. The ice cream will be put away for a little bit, and one roast will be used, one's in the freezer. So this is a great example of when your pantry is stocked and you don't need things, you don't have to spend as much because you can just buy it when it's on sale because you don't actually need it right now. So when you buy it on sale, you save money, and it's all about planning and keeping up with and organizing your freezers and your pantry so you know what's in there. And that is one of the huge ways that you can save money. So I'm going to grab my receipt and the meal plan, and I'll be right back. So here's my receipt, and you'll see that the cereal was on sale. I paid $3.76 for the, I think it was Frosted Flakes. And then the mini wheats were $1.88 a box. The potato chips were only $1.67 for the family size, so that was a really good deal. That's cheaper than Walmart. And then over here, I paid, again, $1.67 for the honey barbecue, $1.67 for the big bag of tortillas. That's cheaper than Walmart. The ice cream, see this deal? 97 cents for, is it a half gallon? I think it's a half gallon of ice cream. I paid $8.22 and $8.22 for the beef roast. That's a really great deal. You can see the regular price was $20.76 for one. So I got 2 of them for less than the price of one regular price. And then you'll see the mushrooms were only 97 cents. The yellow onions were $2.94, which means they were 97 cents each. Same with the carrots, they were 97 cents for each bag. The iceberg lettuce was 97 cents. And then of course we have a 20-cent bag fee. And with the taxes, I paid $38.31. When I went back in, these are the prices that they had. So those are the Pop-Tarts at the top. So $5.25 and $3.75 for the Pop-Tarts, $1.14 and $1.24 for the bread, which equaled $11.38. $38.31 was the other total, and so we have $49.69 was my grand total for all of these items. So here is our meal plan for the week, and I know that it's going to seem like there isn't much variation or variety in the menu, and it does make a difference how you prepare the items. So you can have carrots more than once in the week and you just prepare it differently, or you can pair it with other items and different types of food, and that's what's going to make a difference. So don't be afraid to use the same thing, all week. If you have to, especially if we're in an emergency food budget situation and that's all you could afford. I mean, 97 cents for 2 pounds of the carrots was a great deal, and they're very versatile. So, you can eat them raw, like raw carrot sticks. You can julienne them and put them in rice. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. So don't worry about it seeming like monotonous. So for the first one, we have beef stew, and I'm going to make this in my crock pot. I'm going to dice up 2 cups of the beef roast, uncooked. And then we have the onions, some carrots, potatoes. Now, Everything in yellow is from my pantry, and the things that are not in yellow are items that I purchased during this grocery haul. So I already had potatoes, I had flour, thyme, Worcestershire sauce, or Worcestershire, and then water and salt and pepper. That's going to go in our beef stew. And then down here is a beef pot pie, and we're going to use the beef stew leftovers, and we're going to add peas and make a homemade pie crust with our flour and all of the things that we have at home. And if you are worried about being bored with your meals, I wouldn't serve these back to back. So at the beginning of the week, maybe have your beef stew, and then maybe 2 or 3 days later, make your beef pot pie. And then we're gonna have a beef lasagna, 1.5 cups of ground beef. So from the roast that I have left, I am going to use my food processor and grind my own meat from the roast. So then I will cook it up and use that for the lasagna. And onions, mushrooms on the portion that my son likes, and garlic bread, lasagna noodles, spinach, spices, cheese, cottage cheese, spaghetti sauce, and egg. So this recipe doesn't really require that much ground beef. So if you don't have 1.5 cups left, don't worry about it. Just put in what you have, because you're going to get protein from the egg, the cheese, all of those different things. And there's going to be spinach. There's other ways to get your protein and your vitamins instead of having just meat. So at this point, the meat is not going to be your main attraction for this meal. It's just going to be an enhancer. And then we have the crispy cheese chicken. Most of this recipe comes from my pantry. So we have carrots, which we purchased, and I am going to make like a brown sugar glaze carrot, and that way it's just like butter and brown sugar and maybe a little bit of ginger, and that way it's a little bit different than the other carrots. And I have chicken breast in the freezer, breadcrumbs, cheese, milk, chicken broth, butter, flour, sour cream, and spices. So if you have a can of soup, then you won't have to make your own like sauce. The sauce comes from the chicken broth, the butter, and the flour, and the sour cream. It's almost like a cream of chicken soup type of thing that you use for almost a gravy. So that's what I'm making with those items to put over the cheese chicken. On the next page, we are going to have teriyaki chicken and rice. We have onions and carrots, chicken, celery, rice, chicken broth, soy sauce, garlic powder, and honey. And so the rice will be cooked on its own, or you could make it like a fried rice and add the carrots into that. But I'm going to cook like julienne the carrots and to like little matchbox stick types things, and I'm going to put them in with the chicken so it cooks with the sauce, and it has a totally different texture because it's not cut in a circle, they're cut in a stick, and they are cooked with all the sauces, so it'll be softer and it will have more flavor. And then the homemade steak pizza, we have the onions, the mushrooms. I'm going to probably cook the beef that I have left. It's only a little bit. I'll cook it in the oven for a little while, and then I will kind of shave it with a fork or shred it, and then use that for the pizza, because you don't need a whole lot on top, just enough to like enhance it. So we'll use a little bit of spaghetti sauce mixed with water to make a pizza sauce, or if you have pizza sauce, you could use that. Homemade pizza dough and some cheese. And then for the last meal, we are going to do sweet and sour chicken and beef. So whatever beef we have left, and uncooked, and onions, thin sliced carrots. Those are all the items from this list. Chicken, homemade sweet and sour sauce. I just make ketchup, brown sugar, vinegar, ginger, and onion powder. And that usually makes a pretty good sweet and sour sauce. And then homemade scalloped potatoes. I'll make spices, and we have a green bean mix in the freezer that will go with that. And that is it. Those are our 7 meals for this week. And you don't have to follow this directly. Maybe you could just use a couple to help you spread your budget around. And if you are in Maine and you have Shaw's and you had the same sales, then this could be something you could do with the things you purchased. So thank you guys for watching. Please click subscribe below if you haven't already. Also, you can hit the bell to be notified when I put up new videos. And if you like this video, please give me a like or a thumbs up. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.